DZ racket truck racks, along with a selection of utility boxes and ski racks. So make your truck an extension of your personality at Top This Truck and Auto Accessory, your truck's favorite store. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 12th season of local sports television, this is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here tonight, and be sure to join us each and every week for the latest in sports coverage of your NorCal Game of the Week. Well, we're here at halftime. Paul Brown, Marty Mortensen, surprising score, 24-7 in favor of these this fine Placer Hillman. And I hear Gil down on the microphone in the commander. Gil, you there?
Yeah, I guess I accidentally pushed that up on you.
Oh, you certainly did. Cut me right off. But hey, you're in charge. You do whatever you want. What do I say?
Well, you know, tonight, let's go to the double box here on 44. Tonight, Marty, as you know, we're going to be talking about our good friend Mark Wall, who worked with both of us for a number of years here on the telecast. And, you know, what a great guy he was. And that was really the early beginnings of what we do here on the Game of the Week.
It certainly was, and I'm going to miss Mark a lot, as he kind of took me under his wing when I came on board 11 years ago, and we had some difficulties on a couple of nights, but we worked it out, and Mark was a great announcer for this team.
You know, and we were just talking last week, speaking of those difficulties, of when you would step on him.
Right, exactly right.
Marty,
I remember.
Marty step on somebody?
Yeah, I did. I was doing. Mark was doing the play-by-play. I was doing the color, and I remember we were at Del Oro High School with a Bear River game that night, and I had a couple of my friends that I played golf with were sitting next to us up in the stands, and I was going to show them what a great announcer I was, and I started calling the plays. I was supposed to be doing the color like you do, Paul, and all of a sudden Mark just shut up, and he didn't say a word for about 5 minutes, and I'm looking, and I got the message. He didn't have to say a word, but we just talked about that last week. I remember that.
He folded his hands and just
I said,
he let you dangle out there.
He did.
If you want to take the show, then
go right ahead. This rookie here is going to start stealing this in front of his friends. Let him go. And so I learned a valuable lesson that night.
And, you know, Mark, as we told you, or as you told the audience, died literally playing basketball the other night in the senior league. I had some friends. Of course, we played senior softball together this year. I got him into that league, and he was playing senior basketball, and we had some friends on the court that were on the team. And really, there was no pain whatsoever. He was coming down court after making a basket, and literally the lights went out, and he fell down, and he was gone. So, you know, we're grateful for that there was very little suffering involved. You know, of course, everyone knows we all have to go at some point, and whether it's through illness or a long-time decay or Alzheimer's, I mean, there's a lot of different ways that the Lord could have, you know, in mind for you. For Mark, it was quick, it was sudden. We'll miss him a lot. And, you know, one of the things we got, of course, with him working with us, Marty, is we've got a ton of memories of him.
Certainly do.
And so we're going to play a little bit right now. It's this is a game from Nevada Union and Del Campo. We actually showed you the beginning of it, the way Mark Wall did the opening that night at Nevada Union. And special treat, Spencer Havner is also in this game, as well as you yourself, Marty, and Mark Wall. So let's go ahead and go all the way to, actually, you know what, I'm just going to roll it right here, and we'll punch it in the box. And we'll go ahead and listen to Mark Wall and Marty Mortensen right here on the Game of the Week.
French is not that.
Doofus.
Okay, I'm sorry. It was supposed to be a little pun.
Well, the pun's going to be that if they take this ball and it's going to be 21-zip, and Nevada Union's going to be in a big hole. We were talking about 21-0 earlier.
Yeah, but you called it.
It was the other way around. Yeah.
Well, that's a big third down play. It's 3rd and goal. Looks like a pass formation they've gone into.
Third and goal. Same formation we've seen 3 times.
Over the middle. Look out. He's going to go in. No question about that.
And they get get it. Brad Kester, number 24.
He took that ball right over on the far right-hand part of the field inside the hash mark, cut all the way across.
So P.T. Rodriguez with his thoughts and ideas on that whistle. 1st and 10. Heidelberger.
Big cut.
Big hole. One got it beat.
Never catch him. They'll never catch him.
Jefferson Heidelberger. Touchdown, Nevada Union. And it happens that easily.
Wow, he broke to the outside into the secondary, and nobody was going to catch him.
Well, if you can see what he did to Brad Kester, he just turned Kester around, and Kester fell right down, and that was it.
It was that was a big move. Got into the secondary, and he was gone, and nobody was. He's got that extra burst of speed that even the fastest back on defense can't catch him.
He picked his hole right there at the line of scrimmage. There were 2 or 3 defenders there, but he shot right through it. He got through that first line of defense, and after that, he's gone.
He cut to the.
See right there?
Go outside. He cut up the middle, and once he got in the secondary, he was gone. He put that move on him and moved to the outside, and they're going for 2. There it is. They got it. 2 points.
Heidelberger gets 2. So 21-8. And Nevada Union gets on the board.
I wasn't surprised at all, Mark, that they went for 2 points. As last week, even though the field was wet and soggy last week and the air was very heavy and damp, the kicking game, as we commented on last week, was kind of weak on the extra points. So they figured, well, they're go for the 2 points here, and they were able to make it.
Well, they've been giving Brandon Wolf some work, number 36, who'll probably take over the kicking duties next year, so I can understand that. But one nice thing about this drive is that there was not one pass attempt. It was minor football on the ground, and if you run it long enough, Heidelberger's going to find that hole, and he's going to score that touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
Here's the 48-yard touchdown run. Once we see it again, there it is. You can see the handoff. Now, this play was designed to go to the outside. As you can see, the blocking being set up to the outside, but it broke down. So a big cut looking over the field, cut to the inside, and he got right through the line of scrimmage there. Nobody touched him.
There's that first line of defense. Once he gets through that first line.
And he put the afterburners on, and there he goes.
He's gone.
And cuts to the outside, and no contest.
Kickoff coming back to Tate, number 22.
Out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 6-yard line.
Out of bounds about the 6-yard line.
Well, I said that Heidelberger was going to score 3 touchdowns tonight, so there's the first one, and let's see how I do.
Saying Jefferson Heidelberger is going to score 3 touchdowns is like saying the sun's going to come up tomorrow. Come on, make something real. I think he'll score 7 tonight. 7 touchdowns.
Well, they're definitely going to need it for the offense that Del Campo's putting on the field.
I love it. My partner says Jefferson Heidelberger is going to score 3 touchdowns. What a guy.
Well, I'm going on record.
Going on record, okay. Spaulding, hands off the middle. McCluskey right up the middle. Picks up about 6 yards. He's second and about 4.
40 McCluskey, the ball carrier. 26, Chris Sherrod, tackle for the Miners. Pickup of 6 yards on the carry for the Cougars.
And so that's the way it was on that. See, what was the date on that? That was September 29th, the year 2000, Marty. And you're going out on the limb there saying that Jefferson Heidelberger is going to score 3 touchdowns.
Right. I think he did, but I think he may have even scored more than that night, if I can remember.
Jefferson Heidelberger, certainly one of the most prolific runners for Nevada Union in their history, and certainly somebody to not be toyed with by any kind of defense. That guy could really, really run, and that was just one of the many highlights that you and me and Mark and the rest of the guys got to see. As we were watching that highlight, I can't help but cringe a little bit at how primitive the coverage was.
Well, it looked pretty good. We've come a long way since then. But I was just laughing with Mark while we were watching that.
I'm Paul.
I said I was laughing
with
with Mark because I was stepping all over him again. That's the color guy wanting to do the play-by-play. Oh, there was some good times we had.
Well, that's how you learn, though.
Yeah, that's right.
But the graphics were a little more primitive.
Right.
The instant replay was VHS. My goodness, what were we thinking?
It's a lot better now. But
What year was that, do you think?
2000.
That was 2000, September 29th, 2000 at Hooper Stadium, back before your mother said you can come out and play with us.
That's a fact. I wasn't invited to play in the sandbox then.
No, we're definitely going to miss Mark because if he wanted to go out the way he did, he would have liked to have been out on the golf course because we played golf about 3 weeks ago. And so
excellent.
So he was he loved the game of golf.
And I was talking with him. We were working on the Nevada County's Got Talent, which is another big production coming up in Nevada County. Touchdown Productions going to be handling all the television production work for that show. And Mark was very instrumental in raising money for that organization. And now it's all put on the back burner because Mr. Mark Wall has left the building. Another great game that you guys did, one of the first times that we were ever at Arco Arena, was there, and those were great games as well. That's where you fill in here while I'm queuing.
Okay. I was just looking to see if the Arco Arena was going to come up on the TV set.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I just want to get to the part right here. It's Nevada Union versus Bayer.
We got about 2 minutes before the game starts here.
Roger that. Let's enjoy Mark Wall and Marty Mortensen.
Cassidy at the top looking for somebody. She's got Candace. Candace back to Tammy. Tammy, nice little head fake, trying to get it inside to Amy. She's got the ball.
Travel.
How could you travel with the ball when you're on the floor?
She was rolling the ball with her hand.
Oh, okay.
I saw it from over here.
So Gillespie to Johnson. Johnson's got the ball. She's only been in the game a couple of minutes.
Need a defensive stand.
Back out to Welch. 1:05 left. Still 43-43 in the corner to Johnson. She's not the shot they want.
Anticipation.
And she passed it right to Marsha Smith. So now with an opportunity, Cassidy in the corner, gives it to Marsha, little spin move, puts it up, no good. Gillespie with a big rebound. 43 seconds left, timeout, Bayer.
Well, it's coming down to the wire. That would have been a big 2 points right at that
Nevada
moment.
Union lucky there. I don't know what number 31, Corey Johnson's doing with the ball. She's only been in the game 2 minutes in this entire game. She's not into the rhythm of the game, and she was expecting somebody to come up the middle. She threw the ball right to Marsha. Marsha gets it down. But Nevada Union could not get it in. 43-43, and Bayer's got the ball. 42 seconds left. Nevada County, if you don't like it any better than this, it doesn't get any better than this.
No question about that. This is what it's all about. Coming down to the wire, tie score, 42 seconds left. This is high school basketball at its finest.
Go figure, right after we talk about Tammy getting the ball or somebody getting the ball back outside and shooting it, she shoots it, puts 3 up, and now they're trying to work it back inside again.
She was wide open over in the corner and looked to pass the ball off.
Live and die by the 3. Let me tell you, baby, put it up from 3-point and go from there.
Well, the crowd is starting to come alive and getting into this game.
Let's settle up. Gillespie will bring it in from midcourt. 42 seconds left. Gets it to Welch. Now Welch to Silva.
They'll try to run some time off the clock.
Silva with the ball. Back to Welch. Way outside the NBA 3-pointer. Inside to Michelini. Forget it. 2 blocks in a row by Amy Christensen. One by Amy, one by Marcia.
That's okay. They've got 28 seconds left, and she'll shoot 2. But if she can only get 1, their free throws have been a little lacking here.
So they carve Marcia with the foul.
First one's no good.
So Bayer missing their last 3 free throws.
This is the junior, and it maybe have a set of nerves.
Michelini, this is where it comes down to. If you can make them. Bayer has missed 4 in a row. Bounced it off somebody's head. Bayer gets the rebound.
That was
Bayer calls timeout after they missed 4.
I can't believe that they didn't get that
straight
rebound.
Free throws.
That's the 3rd time they've done that this evening, where they've thrown up 2 misses and then gotten their own rebound off the glass.
So, well, Bayer loses this game. They'll know why they lost it. They can't get it in the basket from the line. And right now, in a game like this, you want to be at the line. That's your opportunity to score points.
Well, it was great to hear Mark Wall and Paul. We're gonna miss him a lot. He was a big part of this touchdown production, and did basketball, football, and we're gonna miss him. And so, Mark,
2 come to the game.
We'll look forward to seeing you later on down the road with a spot on the golf course, buddy.
Yeah, and that was the Nevada Union Lady Miners Bayer Lady Patriots game from March 4th, 2000. And another great telecast that you and Mark put together. Lady Miners ultimately lost to Bayer in that contest and went on to, where'd they go? They went to Berkeley, that's right. And we followed them to Berkeley, where they lost in the first round of the NorCals. But exciting stuff, exciting times. Our first trip to Arco Arena. The voice of Mark Wall, never to be forgotten here on the NorCal Game of the Week. Marty, let's join you and Paul now, who's, as we said, the second cousin to Mark Wall by virtue of the broadcast, and go back to this exciting game right here. Placer taking on and winning right now against the Dixon Rams in the semifinals of Division IV. God bless you, Mark, and your entire family. We love you.
All right, I second that too. And here we are. It's second down now. That handoff went to Gottsmer as he tried to go over the left side and was only able to pick up about 3 yards. So the fog's starting to come in, Paul. Ground fog, and now there's Ross. He's in trouble, and he's going to be sacked down inside the 5-yard line. Whoa.
And a flag down, Marty. It looks
flag.
like a holding. I would guess it would be holding. We'll see. It does. It is holding against Placer. This game's a long way from being over.
It certainly is, especially when you'd mentioned it earlier that these Dixon Rams can score from any part on that field. And I don't know if they'll take that penalty. That'll only give them half the